everyone.
Hello.
Wow, it has been a minute.
Several months.
A minute. It's called a minute. Come on, get hip with it. Yeah, it has been a while.
Not so much because we've been busy, just because it's been so heated in everything that's going on that we didn't really know what to say.
Yeah, it has been crazy. But now the election is done.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So we can get past that. Oh, goodness. I will say that I am happy for the election results.
As am I. I'm glad that yesterday Trump finally said to start transferring power. So that's good.
That's good. I think he finally realized that he wasn't winning this. If you don't know, we are not fans of the...
Yes.
I think we've made that very clear.
Yes.
What's been going on?
Let's see. We are still dealing with COVID.
Constantly dealing with COVID.
We are now doing virtual school
Again.
because of COVID, because we actually went red and our district stood by what it said and went, virtual till the beginning of next year, which I think is super cool that we don't have to wait on a week-to-week basis. They went ahead and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and shut down for... Which I think is great. It gives some stability to our parents and
to know what's coming forward
and stuff.
I did see a thing, I don't know if you saw it, that apparently yesterday there was a group of parents who showed up at the Capitol demanding to have a say in whether districts could go virtual or not.
Yeah, see, I don't think that works real well, unfortunately, because these decisions are very complicated.
They're complex decisions.
But we are virtual for the next... Well, we're off this week for Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
And then for the next 3 weeks after that, we're virtual, and then we're off for 3 weeks for winter break, and then...
Formerly known as Christmas break.
Yes. So... that's been going on, which having all three of us doing virtual teaching / learning is interesting. That's been an adjustment.
Yeah, last time this happened, because of my position, I wasn't really doing a whole lot. I was on call, I think is what they said officially, on call. If they ever needed me, they could call me in. But this time, last day, or a couple days before the call was made, they're like, hey, make sure to take your laptop, that you'll have work to do. So all of us having laptops at home, all of us having to be doing something has...
me teaching while Hadessa's trying to learn, trying to figure out how to balance.
Yep.
All that is interesting, but...
Space.
Yes.
I don't think any of us realized the amount of space that was needed for, 1, to learn virtually, 2, to teach virtually,
3.
or 3, to work virtually.
Yes.
Usually, though, Lori and Hadassah have been upstairs on opposite ends of the room, as far away as they can possibly be from each other, so don't distract. And I'm downstairs in Hadassah's room, sitting at her desk.
And the reason why Hadessa's not in her room is because she's a social creature and she does not like being by herself in her room while learning.
Yeah.
So we have found it easier to allow her to learn upstairs. Plus, for me, I'll be honest, I like getting to hear the lessons in between my teaching. It's kind of neat to hear another teacher teach and how they're doing it, and being able to kind of take mental notes of how they're doing it. So it's neat for me.
Then, I work better alone.
So it's worked out nicely. Yeah. I can do it wherever, by myself, with other people, whatever. Doesn't bother me either way, because...
Yep. See, I told on my other channel that we would talk about the car wreck.
Okay.
So, because we haven't made a video since then, have we?
We have not.
So, in September...
September 11th.
September 4th.
4th, sorry. September 11th, one about the car. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got my dates mixed up. I apologize.
Don't tell them. Don't ruin the surprise. September 4th, I was going down the highway, and I stopped. The Freightliner truck behind me didn't. And plowed in the back of our little car, our poor little Sky, and totaled her out. I mean, it was pretty obvious from the very beginning this was a complete write-off. But the good news is the car did exactly what they were supposed to do, and I walked out with bruises.
Yeah.
I mean, just bruises. A slight skin spot on my knee, where my knee hit the dash. But...
And guys, I will tell you, as a wife, when you come upon something like that, and it's, I'm not going to say it's worse than being in the wreck. That wouldn't be correct. But coming upon it is scary as all get out. And I was very blessed to have a friend from work that was able to take me there and be there for part of the process, at least, so she wasn't by herself.
It was interesting. And I will say, from my end, airbags stink. They stink really bad. Freightliner, so pretty much from my end, what the wreck was, Freightliner hit me in the back, pretty much pushed me into the car in front of me, which hit the airbag. The airbag went off. I got hit with an airbag, broke my sunglasses, and I love those sunglasses. Actually, the sunglasses were probably the hardest thing to get replaced out of all the insurance stuff.
Broke your phone.
Broke my phone. Totaled the car. We went
a week
later and had to go get a new car. We were very blessed that we went ahead and bought Gap insurance when we did, because we don't owe anything on
the old car. We also didn't get a settlement for the wreck, but at least we don't have to pay off our own old car now.
Right. So we're back to square one on that. But it's better than being at square -5.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. I'm good. Yes. Had a little bit of a mental hurdles to get over. Still dealing with those a little bit, but doing much better.
The wreck was scary.
Very scary.
Let's see. Hadessa got top reader in her grade.
Was it grade?
Top female reader in her grade.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if it was grade or school, because I heard both.
I think it was grade.
Okay.
I want to believe it was grade, but it wasn't real specifically put. One of the problems with virtual school is there's disconnections and those things.
Yeah.
But super proud. She read the entire series of Unfortunate Events over from March to July, pretty much. July, August. And she and another young man that was in her class were the top 2 readers, which was really cool. We got a yard sign, and
it was out for all of a day, and then it blew down.
Yes, welcome to Oklahoma Wind. And she's thriving even with the online, which is awesome. And she's got an amazing teacher, so we're very blessed with that.
Then there was this ice storm thing.
Yes, there was the ice storm that knocked the power out here for a week. Some places for 2 to 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Which I checked OG&E yesterday. They have 0 outages now. They're completely caught up.
About a month later, they're like, okay, we're finally caught up. At one point, we were, 500,000 people total in the state without power.
Yeah.
It was the largest outage OG&E has ever dealt with.
Right.
It was really frustrating at times, because you'd see the numbers start going down throughout the day. Like, okay, we're making progress.
And then it'd go back up.
And then at night, it'd shoot back up a little bit. And it was this constant down and up and down. And it was always a downward trend overall, but there was always a little pickup every night. And
But OG&E did a fantastic job. They were dealing with a lot of big issues, not the little ones that you can fix easily. So
right, I mean,
we were very lucky. We were out for a week, which the first 2 days was really cold because, I mean, it was an ice storm, so it was cold.
it was very cold.
After the first 2 days, the weather got nicer, so it wasn't as cold. And then it was, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could always complain about, oh my goodness, we couldn't watch TV, we couldn't play video games, we couldn't, do this. But honestly,
It was nice to just get to talk and visit and.
we had a big candle that lit up the room pretty well by itself, and we'd light it, and we'd sit right here
And talk.
and talk. And Hadassah would bring up whatever topic she wanted to talk about, and we would talk about it until 10 or 11 o'clock, and they're like, okay, time for bed. Blow the candles out, lay down.
Go to sleep. It really wasn't that bad. It's perspective. It's what you make of it.
Mm-hmm.
We had friends that were out longer than us. We had friends that got their power back on more quickly. We were,
We were in the middle, pretty much.
Yeah.
We had we have a friend who was last week, which is like, we finally got power back. I was like, oh my goodness, they've been out of power
No, it wasn't last. It was the week before, but they were out for over 2 weeks.
yeah, they were like
I think
15,
maybe
18, 19 days or something
Yeah.
like that. They were a long time without power. And
Hey, it gave us a wonderful opportunity to thoroughly clean out our refrigerator
it did.
and freezers.
No.
Start fresh. It's perspective.
What do we want to talk about as far as the us as a relationship?
Well, we've been together a lot.
A lot.
No, there's nothing to go do really because of COVID. We're trying to stay safe. It's really, really difficult, especially like this week when it's like we could go do stuff, but our mayor has asked, for us to, and I respect that. I'm sorry, I didn't finish it. Our mayor has asked, for those of you who don't know, our mayor has asked for the 10-day challenge for us to, up until tomorrow, I guess, it's been going on, but to be at home as much as we can.
We have tried.
We have tried to do that, but it's hard because there's really nothing to go do. It's you find out how much those little things that you go do break up your day, and when you don't have them, it's like the day seems long.
Mm-hmm. One of the things,
Go ahead.
is that I've noticed, because we spent almost from March all the way through now we spent almost every day together, all day. And yes, we get on each other's nerves. Me more than her. She's, but it's one of those things that it's one of those things that I think it's good for us to get to a point where we can talk openly about, I don't want to talk right now. I just want to go do this, or I'm going to go do this.
Mm-hmm.
And because I think a lot of times we get this idea from like TV or wherever that if you're married, that you're always together and you're always happy to be like, oh my goodness, I love you so much. And there are honestly times that it's like, I love my wife, but I just want to stare at the TV and watch stupid YouTube videos for the next 30 minutes.
Right, or I'll go across the room and pick up a book.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even really discuss it anymore. We kind of sense, okay, it's time to, we don't always get it right, but, or sometimes I'll be like, hey, can we talk? Like, yeah, okay, but, I'm trying to, and also having baby girl home all the time too, that adds another element as well, because she likes to be the center of attention. So sometimes we'll be having conversation and she bounds up and da-da-da-da, and you're like, whoa, okay, hold on. And so balancing that as well, it's been challenging because everyone's home. Mom's home, Leon's home, everyone's home.
Everyone.
So,
The dog's home.
right. Belly can't figure out why we ain't leaving.
She's like, hey guys, you need to go somewhere.
But we've all been home for the majority of the time, so it's this.
I mean, we were at work from end of August
on and off until 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And then
on and off because we had some time that we were home on that too.
Right.
Was this? But now there is no, like.
Yeah, because there was.
We were home for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Because we went from Orange 1 to Orange 2, and they shut us down for 2 weeks.
Right, and then we had fall break, and then we went back from fall break to a week ago.
And then we were in class for a week.
Right.
And they shut us back down.
Right, and then everyone returned for a week and then shut back down. So it's been nuts as far as that goes, but I think we're dealing with it okay. I think for me, like, I'm an introvert, so it doesn't bother me nearly as much. I mean, I like being around people. I have my friends that I want to be with and stuff, but it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers her and Hadassah, because they're both extroverts. They like.
That's probably why I'm a little bouncy.
We had Tidor Friday.
Yes, I was going to talk about Tidor.
Oh, and by the way, I'm supposed to do this. This is Tiffany. This is Hadassah's Norwal. She's an extrovert too. Wanted to be in the video, so here she is.
Hi, Tiffany. She was also in my video I did before this video. Yeah.
Okay. You were going to talk about Tidor.
Okay, so Tidor was last Friday.
Just a few days ago.
Yeah.
The 20th.
So those who don't know, it is Transgender Day of Remembrance. It is a day, unfortunately, set aside that we look back at the trans people we have lost this year. In the United States, that number is at or close to 50. Worldwide is over 300.
350.
350 now? Oh, goodness. This year was a little bit, was more emotional for me. The local diversity center, Oklahoma Center,
Diversity Center of Oklahoma.
The Diversity Center of Oklahoma, which is here, asked that we get names together and go ahead and do the PowerPoint. And, it's one thing when you see that video, and it's emotional when you see that video, and you realize that the people on that video were killed for being truthful.
For being who they are.
It is another thing to sit there and be putting that together and digging really deep into some of these people's lives to get information.
Mm-hmm.
And it becomes very, very personal. And, it was a lot of, I'm going to do this many, then I have to stop. And,
she did an amazing job. I don't know if I would have been able to do that. It's hard. It's hard enough when someone passes. It's harder when they pass for something that wasn't their fault or wasn't because of someone else's ignorance.
Yeah. It was really, really hard. And then, the actual ceremony this year was very, very different.
Because we were social distance, we didn't get to kind of, be together like we normally are. It was very social distance.
Usually it's a very close-knit group we have in here, and we're really close, and we're talking, and, being close in that space makes everything seem just like it's going to be okay. And this year we weren't able to do that, really.
Right, because of safety and COVID. So we had some good friends that showed up.
Yeah.
um, but it,
Can I tell them the good news?
yes.
So the big news
Mhm.
was that our mayor here, we live in Oklahoma City, which is like in the middle of one of the reddest states in the country.
Yes.
We thought we might go one blue, but we didn't.
We're close, though.
We tried really hard, guys. We got really close here. But our Mayor Holt, did an official proclamation that November 20th,
Yes.
2020, was in Oklahoma City Transgender Day of Remembrance, which is huge. It is a massive deal.
And will continue to be on November 20th, Trans Day of Remembrance.
Is it going to continue?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was not aware of that part.
I believe so.
I said the one solid date. I don't know.
I believe it continues on. I believe that's what made it such a big deal.
It should. But that was huge.
And also, James Cooper, our representative here, for the neighborhood, was there.
Yeah.
Um,
Luckily, he was there because we had a little technical difficulty. We had a video with the mayor, and there was some technical difficulty, and we couldn't get audio to go work right. And
he was able to read that.
Read that for the mayor.
It was very exciting for the community.
Yeah, that's a big deal, and it was really hard to keep secret.
But yes, we're very lucky to have a good mayor.
Yeah, we do.
We have an excellent mayor. He's not perfect. No one's perfect. But I think he does an incredible job for our community.
Mm-hmm.
And for the state in general, trying to put a mask ordinance in place, trying to do things to make things better all the way around. Not just for the LGBTQ+, but for everyone. He's been really, really supportive of people. And I think he does a great job.
Yep. We have been going for over 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's been, I mean, we've got a lot to catch up on here. But, yeah. We talk about school, and Tudor, and the wreck, and Ice Storm, and...
Besides that, we're just chugging along. We're doing a socially distanced Thanksgiving.
Outside.
And then...
Hopefully it's not soaking wet.
Well, it's not supposed to rain till Friday. Again, so hopefully. And then we go back to virtual learning for 3 weeks. And then we start talking about Hanukkah and Christmas, which I don't know what those are even going to look like this year with social distance. Because those are all things we will have to figure out.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Well, we also got a new couch.
Yes. We bought some new stuff, new housewares and whatnot.
Thank you, Amazon.
And just a side note, Bob Mills says that there's no stalkers. They lied.
So
Most uncomfortable because we got approached right when we walked. You expect that, and the guy wasn't stalking us. He was just staying about 12 feet away, hiding behind furniture. It was creepy.
Are we putting Bob Mills furniture on blast now?
We are.
Okay.
That was
crazy.
Mathis Brothers was much better.
Yeah, that was because Mathis Brothers before, we've gone there before, and it was like...
They were all over you.
All over you. We walked in this time, and they're like, one, they took our temperature.
Mm-hmm.
They gave us a wristband, meaning, hey, you've had your temperature checked, and you can go to any store at Mathis Brothers family, and not worry about it. We were approached twice. Just
simple, hey, do you need anything? No, we're good. Okay, well, my name is... let me know if you need anything, and they'd walk away.
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very low pressure. We got really, really close to buying a couch there. We just didn't quite think it'd fit in our door.
Yes.
Which, yeah.
It wouldn't have.
Wouldn't have, because we bought a couch on Amazon. Very nice couch. That now resides downstairs because it won't come upstairs.
No.
I would have to take the whole door frame off.
And we're not sure it would fit then.
Yeah.
Welcome to stairs and angles and all of that. So that was fun. But they got a really nice couch downstairs that we can sit on when we're downstairs. So, I mean, it worked out as needed.
Yeah,
So,
and then we ended up getting this is a nice little couch here.
yeah, this is a Walmart couch, guys, because we had to get something that was in a box
You can put upstairs.
that we could get upstairs.
But it's nice.
It is nice. It's a nice little less than $100 couch.
Yep.
It works for our needs.
Anyway, we are rambling on and on and on because we haven't done these.
Well, we will probably do another video in the next few days on a specific topic. I don't know what that topic's going to be. And back to our normal routine, hopefully, of doing them every week.
Has that ever really been a true routine?
No, but let's try.
We're going to try. Try to do weeklies. Maybe we'll put that on Sunday as well.
Yes, we're doing pretty good with our cleaning every Sunday, so maybe we can.
Yeah. I stopped mowing the lawn, though.
Yeah, well, the lawn doesn't need mowed anymore.
Okay,
Anyway, guys, it's good to talk to you. And comments, questions, concerns. Tell us what you're doing for Thanksgiving, how you're handling,
Down the bottom.
navigating the holiday season. Because ideas would be great, because we really haven't figured out what we're going to do to maintain social distance with family that doesn't really do Zoom, per se.
Right.
We really don't.
Then
So, ideas would be great, or tell us what you're doing for the holidays. And
you gotta tell them. Gotta tell them to subscribe.
And subscribe and like and
Yes, subscribe, like, and hit the bell. That way, hopefully, you get a little ding from us every week
yes.
when we upload a video.
Yes. And for all of you who are new, because our thing says that we keep getting new followers, thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Do we keep getting new followers?
We do. We're getting like one a week.
One
I
a
don't
week.
know. So
Maybe we should pick out a follower and give them a shout out every week, once a week.
maybe.
Okay.
All right. Well, we love you guys.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Tell your friends. Bye.
Mm-hmm.